Where we always start is who's your audience. And most people like to start with, here's what we do. Here's what we're all about. Here's what we have to present. But really, that doesn't matter if you don't know who you're talking to. So we put this up kind of as a way to remind everybody it's really about your audience. And that's where you need to start in order to be more effective. So the idea of they're always judging you is really something to keep in the back of your mind, because people are always evaluating you, whatever you have to offer, against all of their other choices. And the choices could be your competitors, but they could also be, where am I going to spend my money? I could go on vacation, or I could work in the yard and do something there. So there's a lot of choices that are being made all the time. And you really need to be conscious of, it's not about you, what you think you have to offer, it's about what your audience is looking for. So what do people want when you're looking at audiences? Well, a number of studies have been done about human nature and how we like to make choices, what we use to make decisions about our lives, and often when we think it's a rational decision, it's not. It's an emotional decision. So we've done some sort of review of a lot of options, some reading, and we found that what has come up over and over again is people like a surprise. They like something that's quick and simple and easy. We're a very overwhelmed society, so people have to be able to get to the point. You have to be able to get clear about what it is that you have to offer and what somebody's going to get out of it. People like stories. Stories help to tell how things work, what the value is. They also want to see things at a glance. So it's important if you've got, for example, a product in a grocery store that it stands out on the shelf and people can tell at a glance what is it, what's in it, what's the flavor, etc. And also people want to be talked to in their own terms. They really want to understand what it's about, not from your point of view, but from their own point of view. The last one, WIIFM, what's in it for me? That's the thing you've got to keep in mind all the time when you're speaking to whoever your audience is what's in it for me from their point of view, not from your point of view. A few examples. So here's an option for, let's look at how we can surprise somebody, do something unexpected, something they're going to remember. So here's what might be a garbage truck you might see driving around any old place. But in McMinnville, you might see the Western Oregon Waste Truck, which is the WOW truck. This is something we designed for them. They actually came up with the name Western Oregon Waste because the owner wanted to be WOW. But then it was kind of like, okay, how far do you want to take this? And we took it quite a ways. It's worked really well for them. But the interesting thing about it, two things happen. One is that garbage companies don't have to market. They have a franchise. They're the only game in town. Other than a couple of counties in Oregon, they already had the franchise. But this organization wanted to reinforce who they were for their customers and who they were for their staff. In addition, they were addressing some issues about lots of different organizations under the same name, same company, and lots of different names. So it was a way to consolidate and save some costs. But the biggest benefit they found about doing this is it brought all of their staff together. Because suddenly there's this big, bright, unusual, unexpected presence, and people are proud to say, I work for WOW. It's not like I work for the garbage company. I work for WOW. And WOW has taken this and done a whole lot of things around internal values and so on. And the CFO actually told me a year after this was done and was integrated, he said that if I'd known what it was going to cost initially, all told, when they got through with the whole thing, I would have said no. But after I saw it, I'd do it again in a heartbeat because it made such a difference for the organization.